Stevenson County opens its annual Book Nook Spring Sale today. Books, DVDs, records, puzzles, and Lego sets can be found with a 50% discount or on auction. Jack Refsteek with Voices says these sales represent meaningful incomes for them to continue helping survivors of domestic and sexual violence, but buying books is not the only way you can help support survivors.
Being a support person looks different to a lot of different people. It could just be being that person to listen while they're talking, being that person to provide that emotional support. It could be offering a resource. Not many people understand that there are resources for survivors of domestic or sexual violence,